Hey everyone, Arbiter here with another weekly video. So this week I thought the theme for the week was improving by experimenting. I have two drawings here that I did and I feel that they are really good examples of this. So throughout the week I have been doing my head drawings and looking at them and seeing what needs work. A lot of the issues that I found with the head drawings is that the face details needed some work. So after a drawing, I would go and work on these areas with a reference. I'd also look into videos on the features and try to get a quick idea of how people are drawing these details, such as like the nose. I go and see a video on how somebody drew the nose and then try to recreate it using a reference. While it's good to get an idea of how it's done, I also ran into some issues with just watching tutorial videos. For example, with the nose, there's a method of drawing a nose for a front facing person, and you can use a method that has you drawing a triangle that overall helps you kind of key in those details of the nose on the face and helps you draw the nose. This method does work good, but when I try to do it with references with like a slightly angled head, it kind of falls apart for me. So there are two things I feel that are happening here. One is that the method may not work for angled heads. And two, I think the more important one is I'm following somebody else's understanding of how to draw the nose, and I'm just following their method. There's not really any understanding going on there. That's why I think for the upcoming week, I want to take more of a look into getting the construction of the details of the face down. So, in this case, for the nose, I would want to learn how to construct the nose with the shapes so that I would have better understanding on how to construct the nose at any angle. Now, going back to the drawing you see here, I feel there's one big thing that's good about the drawing that I'm doing here, which is that I'm experimenting. I'm trying a new thing such as coloring and trying to find ways to make it work. Along with, after the drawing is done, looking it over and seeing the problem areas and trying to fix them. For this drawing here, I was happy the way it turned out color wise. I felt like I was finally finding a method to color my drawings. On the other hand, I did notice some problem areas with the drawing in terms of proportions. The head, which I have a habit of doing, is making the face look fat. The other thing that I noticed was that the eyes are a bit far apart, and they should really just be one eye's worth of space between them, and it's a little bit more than that. So what I did here after doing this drawing is I took a look at these areas and tried to practice them with some references attacking those problem areas. So when I started doing the next drawing that I'm doing here, the hope with the practice is that it would improve these problem areas for this drawing. Overall, for this drawing, I felt it was an improvement from the last one. I think for this next week, I'm going to be doing more of this kind of practice method where I base everything off of the detail head drawing and then kind of working on the problem areas so that I can prep for the next head drawing and see improvement. The other thing too is that I want to also practice construction more for the face details. Another thing I want to do is I want to look into other methods of drawing the head apart from the Loomis method. I mainly want to do this more for a anime or manga style method, but I also want to check out other methods as well. The reason being is I want more of a understanding of everything and less of, well, that's how the method says I should do it, so that's how I'm going to do it. I want more of that understanding of, oh, I'm doing this because the way the face is angled, the jaw line would go right here. Along with the fact that the Loomis method is not great for every single head. So I just want some other methods to kind of broaden my understanding of how the head is constructed. The other thing that I'm still working on is I do have these simple form books. They are the Morpho simplified forms and then also the taco point character. What I'm doing with them is that I'm just trying to draw every single form that's in these books. So it's going to be taking a little bit for that, but I hope that after I get a good amount of them done, that I'll do kind of a impressions of the books video and kind of let you guys know what I think of them so far. Now, kind of going back to the drawing here, I did get the eye placement I felt correct. While I still feel the cheeks look a little chubbier compared to the reference, I feel it's a lot better than the first drawing that you guys saw. Overall, I was really happy with how the coloring turned out. While I thought I was completely messing it up during the drawing, I was really happy with just the end result. For issues with the coloring, I felt that the skin may have looked too dark compared to the reference. The one in the reference looks a lot lighter compared to mine. The other thing is that the shadows I need to find a better way of doing. I was playing with some other brushes that thought that they would work, but I think I need to find something else that's going to make these shadows look a lot more like shadows. But overall, to kind of sum up the week, I felt that a big thing that helped me for this week was just experimenting with stuff, especially when it came to these color drawings. Along with just the fact that I was really enjoying doing these color drawings and time seemed to fly by while I was doing them. But that's pretty much going to sum it up for this video. If you guys have any suggestions for me or any ideas of what I should do, please let me know in the comment section. Thanks again for watching, and if you guys liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Thanks.